These are the OnePlus Buds Z, and they were my favorite earphones in the budget section for the last, I want to say more than a year. These are really, really good value. They only cost $50, and they sound incredible, they look incredible, and most importantly, it was a very, very well-rounded package at the price it was sold at. And this was the one I would very easily recommend to anybody who was looking to get into truly wireless earphones that weren't just from a random Chinese brand or something. So that's why I really, really like the OnePlus Buds Z. Now, this year we have a new version of it called the OnePlus Buds Z2. Now, the thing about the Z2 though is that it is 2 times as expensive. So it goes from being $50 to $100. And the question is it worth $100? Like, why has it jumped 2 times in price? Not surprising for a OnePlus product to jump in price, but why twice the price? And the answer is pretty simple. This one has a big, big feature update that the old one didn't have, and that is that we now have noise cancellation mode on the Buds Z2. Now, my question here is that OnePlus also has another pair of more expensive headphones too. So why do they have 2 headphones now that are super expensive and have noise canceling when they could have kept this one and kept it exactly the way it is? Because they've discontinued the Buds Z, so you can no longer get these. So it's interesting to me why OnePlus has gone the way they've gone. So I really want to try out what these sound like and if they're actually worth $100, or if you're looking for budget headphones, you really need to just look somewhere else at this point, because this is no longer a budget headphone. This is $100 does start to creep into the the Samsung Galaxy Buds territory, and there's just a lot of options that start to open up once you get to that price point. So in the box, you get the Buds that look very similar to the first gen. You also get accessories. Let's see what we actually get in here. Oop, Buds for life. I'm just gonna have to shake it out because obviously this just doesn't want to come out. Oh, wow. So quality, the packaging quality is just, I just trying to pull this out. You guys saw what happened. And I wasn't being aggressive with it either. I was just trying to pull it out. So that's one thing I've noticed with OnePlus for sure. They do skimp on the packaging. Here we've got a small little USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. You've got 4 little ear tips in this, and that's about it. 2 quick start guides. So I'm going to put all of this to the side, and let's take a look at the actual headset and see how it differs from the OnePlus Buds. So let me go ahead and open this up. And the finish on the case is a slightly more pearl finish, like it's a little bit more reflective, but again, very, very easily mistakable. So you open it up, and the first thing I'm noticing is that the stems on these are definitely smaller than the stems on the Buds Z. They just look, these look way more sleek than these do. And they're thinner as well, so that's something I'm noticing right off the bat. The case is smaller, so even though they look very similar, the case is smaller in length, and it is actually, from what I can tell, a little bit wider, the Buds Z2 than this. The design on the back is pretty much the same. You've got a USB-C port charger, and then you've got the pairing button right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pair up these and start listening to them and give you guys my thoughts and impressions on these after I've spent a little bit of time with them and gotten to know these a little bit better. Alright guys, so I've been using the OnePlus Buds Z2 for a couple of days now, and I've got a lot of feedback about it. Honestly, it's a very good product, so I'm just going to start it off right there. It's extremely similar in design to the previous gen Buds, which is not a bad thing. I think that the previous gen Buds look pretty good. The case size is very comfortable. Nothing wrong with it at all. The comfort is really good. I wore these for hours on end, and I didn't feel any discomfort, which is pretty rare for any kind of in-ear style earphone for me, or any headphones to be honest. So that definitely means good comfort, and I really, really like this. The sound quality is fantastic. I really couldn't tell too much of a difference, but it really is, for the price you're paying, these are really good. I really don't think you'll be able to find any noticeable complaints about sound quality. And the microphone quality has actually gone up considerably. So I'll throw up the microphone sample from the OnePlus Z and then the Z2. You guys just can see it's a day and night difference. Alright guys, so this is the voice recording audio sample from the OnePlus Buds Z. So this is the first generation one, and this is a very quiet room, and this is the same room I was filming in fact. So this is pretty much the best situation you can ask for headphones like this. So if the audio quality here isn't good, you're probably not going to get any better anywhere else. So this is a very, it's not an echoey room, it's not a big room, but it should be pretty much a good indicator of what it would sound like to other people on the other end. So again, first generation OnePlus Buds Z. Alright guys, so this is the audio quality from the OnePlus Buds Z2. So I'm in the same room, same spot as the OnePlus Buds Z, and this is what it sounds like. So this has three microphones. Now, of course, that is for noise cancellation as well, but I'm hoping that there's at least some noticeable improvements between the two. I mean, especially given the price upgrade, I would really hope that the microphone quality has jumped up. So you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this, because I'm going to hear it in post, and then I'll let you guys know in the video. But right now, I'm flying blind, so I don't know if these sound better or worse, but I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments below. And as we are on the topic of comparing the Z and Z2, let's talk about, the fact that both of them actually had very similar sound quality. I really couldn't tell a difference. There's very similar loudness, so how loud they got, very similar on that end as well. The Z2 had slightly better bass. Like, honestly, the thing was, I was playing the same song back and forth between the two buds, and that's when I noticed, like, the slightest difference. So you really don't notice it if you're just, like, upgrading or if you have never heard these before. They're very similar. Noise cancellation mode really does make a difference with ambient sound, which actually improves the sound quality and experience overall. So I really do think that the addition of the noise cancellation really does elevate this product to a more refined and overall just better package. So then comes the big daddy, the AirPods Pro. How do they stack up against the AirPods Pro? Now, again, these are 2.5 times cheaper than the AirPods Pro when you look at list price of each of them. Realistically, they're about $100 cheaper than the AirPods Pro. So the AirPods Pro are still almost twice the price of this any way you slice it or dice it. So the question is it better? Yes, the AirPods Pro are better, but you'll be surprised. The sound stage on the AirPods was better, and it definitely just felt wider and more balanced, but the OnePlus had better bass. Honestly, it did. So if you are a bass lover, OnePlus did a better job. OnePlus definitely got louder as well. Just the audio loudness, this one was better. And the most surprising part for me was that both the noise cancellation and transparency mode on both of these on par, at least in all the testing I did, I found them to be very similar. Now, I didn't get on a fight or anything with them, which I would have loved to have done, to actually figure out how good the noise cancellation of these are. But overall, I couldn't, in all the testing I did, couldn't really tell a difference. So OnePlus did the noise cancellation, when they say it's a noise cancellation, they actually mean it. This is good noise cancellation. So my conclusion on the OnePlus Buds Z2, I'm actually very happy with them. And I do have to say it is a little bit shocking for it to go from $50 to $100 list price. But the thing is, already these are on sale for $80. And if you buy them in other countries like in India, it costs about $60, $70, like under $70. So that is what I think these are definitely worth. Now, at $100, it's a little bit hard to justify because they're so similar to the OnePlus Buds Z. The only real addition here was the improved microphone and the noise cancellation. Now, those are great, and I really love them, but I don't know if they were worth twice the price, the OnePlus Buds Z. So at $70 or $80, 100% worth it. I don't have a doubt in my mind. This is a really good product, and honestly, I think that for a truly wireless noise cancellation experience, from a reputable brand, from a brand these are the go-to. I think that these are going to be the recommendation I give to anybody who wants to try out wireless noise cancellation earphones before they want to commit to something like AirPods Pro or something more expensive like the Sony XM4s. These are absolutely a great way to get into that wireless noise cancellation sphere and see if you like it or not. So overall, I think that these are a fantastic product. They have no fatal flaw or issue that I noticed. Sure, I would have liked a slightly lower list price, but since you can get them for $80 or $70, depending on where you are right now, hard to complain. So if you are in the market for these guys, I do have links to them down in the description below. Go check them out over there. And overall, I'm very happy with these, and I do recommend buying these if you're interested in them. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on social media. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course, linked down in the description below. If you have any questions about the OnePlus Buds Z2, feel free to ask me down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content on earphones and pretty much everything else tech related. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.